James Barry, Rodehave, aka Bear, to my friends, and that's now all of you. This piece, when I was approached by Zach to be invited to do the project, I decided to write a whole new piece because I'm very prolific and I wanted to create something out of nothing based around the idea. And my sister Des, who's here, and her piece is over there, she's kind of my mentor. She told me to write your truth. That was like my mantra that I go by because it was hers. And that's kind of the kernel that this poem is kind of wrapped around, is what is my truth? What am I going to write when I write my truth? And it talks about self-acceptance, and it talks about the power that poetry has to change people's hearts and to unite people, to create communities out of thin air. And it talks about the things that I find true in that, and this is called My Truth. The truth for me is realizing that this is not the end for me, or any of us, unless we let it be. That love is a scar tissue, an acceptance of the way it is. Learning to love yourself and that weird thing that sticks out about you and makes you human. My truth is remembering that yesterday's pain will never be bigger than tomorrow, and that I have ruined countless sunrises and days by dragging corpses into the light with me. The truth for me is knowing that how I got here will never be as interesting a story as where I'm going and what I'm doing next. My truth is a necessary surgery upon the anesthetized public to repair hearts and free minds with words that cut to heal and scar to save. These words are my tools. These words are my truth. That's because how I use my gift is the truth for me. My truth is looking in the mirror and not seeing the worst thing my mind can muster up simply because of my mistakes or the day I've had. My truth is seeing who I want to be tomorrow in today's mirror and forgiving myself for anything that I've done. It's knowing that being a new person isn't changing anything about your look or your body, but changing your perspective and attitude in order to improve your experience and the experience of those around you. My truth is not impressing others, but being honest with them in my work and letting their own truths be pulled to the surface as a result. See, that's how we as poets hit home. Our experiences let you put yours into perspective, whether you realize it or not, and whether you relate or not, you reflect on your life at a certain point in the poem. That's when your gut tells you that, wow, what you're hearing or reading is my truth. You know it is the truth, because self-honesty is where the universal truth begins. Changing people with what I write or perform, that's real to me. I've been under the knife, used, abused, forgotten, controlled, and broken. And none of those things ever took what I know to be true about who I am away. They may have altered it or even forced me to adapt it, but my truth is still mine. I share it with you now because I want you to know that nobody and nothing can change that about you. The truth for me is loving people unconditionally, because that love is the truth. And if I can be really real with you, I don't give a damn who you are. If you connect with my truth, you are a part of that love as a process. The truth for me is feeling your pain, your truth, your story, and knowing that my writing will be forever changed by your honesty, vulnerability, and passion. That's as powerful as it gets. A lot of people go all their lives mistrusting everyone, feeling bitter, hurt, lied to, irredeemably broken. And if they could just find each other, be real with one another, go to a poetry slam or an open mic together, and just listen to the words of that broken little man on stage, or that big, beautiful, shy woman on stage, or that neurotic, funny kid on stage, all sharing their truths, they would know that they're not alone. and can trust in an undeniable truth that begs to be heard and witnessed, they would be forever changed, saved from a lifetime of emptiness, and cynicism, and sadness. That kind of truth is revolutionary and can save the world in a very real way. And the truth for me is saving the world one piece at a time, one healed heart at a time. That's all I can ask for. Hell, that's everything. Honest.